Republican Senator Lindsay Graham has asked Chuck Schumer to call for a vote to dismiss the impeachment trial of Trump. So, why is he doing this? And is this something that could happen? We're going to talk about that right now. He's doing this to promote what he's calling unity. He's saying unity and healing of a nation that's deeply divided. And this actually echoes the sentiments of people like Chuck Schumer, Lindsey Graham, AOC, and other leading Democrats who are recognizing that there is a divide in the nation. Of course, this is manifest in the Capitol Hill protests, as well as the new stationing of thousands, tens of thousands of National Guard soldiers leading up to the coming inauguration for Joe Biden. This doesn't look like a unified and healing nation that is peacefully transitioning power. In fact, some people would suggest that it looks like a regime taking control with military force, but that is a separate topic. Right now, we've got lots of politicians talking about unity and healing. The problem is people like Joe Biden and AOC and Nancy Pelosi are talking about unity and healing, but they say stuff like, let's unify as a nation. And what they mean is submit, or we need a peaceful transition of power, but their actions aren't about peace. They're about punishment. And we want people to participate, but their words and their actions lead to censure and silencing of their political opponents. It doesn't look like peace, unity, and healing to most people who are watching. So Lindsey Graham is calling for this dismissal of the impeachment to lead to that unity and healing as a sign of it, because it stands right now to keep our nation divided for a very significant portion of time, at least the 100 days that they're talking about waiting to have this Senate trial. If they wait 100 days into Joe Biden's term, there will be nothing but hammering going from one side to the other. Lots of fighting back and forth, and this will remain a major news item for pretty much the duration of that time. And in my opinion, during that time, Democrats will take the opportunity to just hammer blow down on Republicans over Donald Trump. They want to shame Republicans who ever supported Donald Trump because ultimately they want to obliterate any positive feelings towards Donald Trump that they have. And they see an opportunity to do that when they see some Republicans backing off of him. Mitch McConnell. Anyway, Lindsey Graham has stood next to Donald Trump throughout his presidency and continues to stand with him today, suggesting that this dismissal of the impeachment would be helpful. So, can they dismiss the impeachment trial of Trump? Yeah, they actually can do that. The Senate can go ahead and just vote to dismiss. They don't have to have the trial actually go through. They can dismiss it. And some grounds that they could use for dismissal are pretty obvious. One would be mootness. Now, it's important to remember that a Senate trial is not the same as a legal trial in a courtroom. Though it has some parallels to it in procedure and things like that, there isn't a core set of rules for a Senate trial that mirrors directly with the rules of civil procedure that you would see in a court, okay? So in court, if you had a similar situation, what you could do is you could say, look, the key goal of impeachment of a sitting politician or official would be to remove them from office. And since Donald Trump will presumably be out of office on January 20th, there's no reason to continue this trial. It's moot. It's moot at this point because the objective has been obtained. Now, the counter argument from the Democrats would be that there's a follow-up vote to removal. The first vote is to remove by a 2/3 majority. So they need 17 Republicans to turn on Donald Trump and to go ahead and, well, I shouldn't say turn on Donald Trump. In a lot of ways, they need 17 Republicans to turn on their voters and to vote to impeach Donald Trump. So if they were to accomplish that, even though he's out of office, that would effectively remove him from office for the purposes of impeachment. But the second part is to go ahead and have a simple majority vote, which wouldn't need any Republicans, assuming all the Democrats and independents voted in the same way, and then Kamala Harris cast the deciding vote as the tiebreaker. That would not need any Republicans to switch sides, and that would prevent Donald Trump from holding office ever again in the United States. And so that would be, first of all, he would be the only president actually removed via impeachment. He's already the only president impeached twice, and then he would certainly be the only president prevented from holding office ever again. And I think the media are such scumbags that they would use it to never call him President Donald Trump or even former President Donald Trump again. That would be how they treat him, because they really don't like him. And that has not changed at any time during his tenure as president. But the idea of dismissing the impeachment is one that will work. I shouldn't say it will work, because I have a tweet from Chuck Schumer from just 18 hours ago, and he says what Donald Trump did is despicable and he should be convicted at his Senate trial. So I don't know that Lindsey Graham's efforts here are finding root in fertile ground, but he is asking for this dismissal. But why don't you guys tell me what you think? Drop a comment down below and let me know. What do you think about this impeachment? What do you think about the Republicans in office? What do you think about this 100 days thing? And some things to think about are, with this impeachment, is it valid at all? I think it's ridiculous, because I don't think that there's any legal basis to the idea that Donald Trump incited an insurrection in any sort of way. While violence did occur at the Capitol building, that's not Trump's words asking for it. His words were talking about a peaceful march on the Capitol to stand outside and make their voices heard. Now, he did say stuff like fight like hell, but that was used idiomatically. It's used as a phrase or expression meant to generate an emotion, but that is not a call for actual physical violence. And he said things like fight like hell throughout his entire term as president, never in regards to fighting literally in a violent way. As far as the 100-day thing, do you think they're doing this to try and beat down on Republicans? That's what it looks like to me, that they're trying to use this opportunity to beat down on Republicans and drive a wedge between Republicans and Trump and their voting base. And if they could do that, then they can not only remove Donald Trump from office, but they can achieve a greater goal of fracturing the Republican Party. And then what do you think about dismissal? I think it's a good option. I think Lindsey Graham is right. I don't think it will fully heal the nation, but I certainly think it would be less divisive. I think it would be far less divisive than going through with the impeachment. And of course, the goal of the impeachment is to divide. Ultimately, that's it. And the Democrats who are currently talking about peace and unity, you can measure by their actions just how true that actually is. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Drop a comment down below, like the video, subscribe, click that bell button if you want to see more of these videos as they come out, and we will talk very soon. Peace. Peace.